Alright guys, welcome to Adult Talking Lifestyle from Awesome Entertainment. Yeah, there's a program which is designed to bring greatness to adulthood. Yeah, and for today we're having something known as parent and child bond. Yeah, and this is a project that was hit on by Ms Doro. Yeah, so we can begin by getting to know some few keywords, which include one I can say parent, two child, three and bond. Anyway, you can drop in your questions in the comments box and it shall surely be answered. Let's begin with a parent. A parent, in other words, which is a mother and a father, are people who are responsible for children. Note, no matter how old you are still their child. A child is a blessing from above gotten from sex through the opposite sexes. Number 3, that is the bond. A bond is simply a connection between two things. It could be objects or liquid, but in this case it's between humans. So moving on to how to bond with your child, we are going to start with how to bond with your unborn child, since that is what this program is about. Moving on, there's a stereotype that mostly say that a child can hear and see a week after birth. I don't know if you've all heard of that. Send in your comments if you've done so, please. But how many of us here knows that fetus hear and see in the womb? Someone once asked the question, do I mean that parent-to-child bond begins in the womb? My answer to that is yes, please. Okay, it is scientifically proven that fetus can hear and see in the womb during 18th week of pregnancy. They don't really see clearly, but it's just blur. Please, the men should truly partake in this section, since it's a lesson that should interest the guys the more. Any questions can follow on and it will be answered in the comment box from Adult Talking Lifestyle. There's another question also that said, so please, does it mean mother and child bond is or will always be stronger than father and child? Oh, my answer to this will be it's yes. Honestly, it is yes. And this program is meant to change that. The main aim of this lesson is to help improve bond between parents and their wards, and in 5 years' time, ensure equality must take place during World Mothers and Fathers Day. This is the reason why mothers bond with their children more quickly. It's because bonding begins in the womb. You know, the unborn child can hear during the 18th week of pregnancy, that's the 6th month. Mothers mostly can be saying, my baby will be a doctor, my baby will be this, my baby will be that, and this makes the child hear the mother's voice more, making the child become more familiar with the mother's voice since the child is in the mother's womb as compared to the father. We need to clear this bondage and level it up for both men and women, making this bondage equal to men and women, and not only just to women. So with the men, the job doesn't end there after impregnating the lady or having sex with the lady. Moving on, when the baby is now born, we will be dealing with how to bond with that baby, because the mother is going to change the baby's diapers, bath the baby, and a whole lot. Despite it's the role of women, I'm not using this opportunity to let men take the role of mothers, but I want to urge men that at least men can bottle feed a child, play with a child, and even spend a daddy day with the child. I urge the men to give it a try and they will never regret this. Another question came up, and someone was like, is there a likelihood that a child may pick his or her passions from what the mother or father enjoys doing most? My answer to that is yes, please. Moving on, let's say your child is now the school age type. Maybe your child is in the kindergarten. You can take the child to school. Dads must try attending PTAs, drive them to school, and don't give excuses of your busy schedules. Make your child or your children know that their daddy has tight schedules but will make time to take them to school on this very particular day. Men must not let women do all the school going job for everyone, including the school, including the child. Get to know that it's only the mother that takes the child to school or assists the child with school duties. As men, please let's make some time for our children to gain the love of these children. Some children look up to their parents. Their parents are their role models and wish to be like them. When we make enquiries in families, you get to know that children fall in love and even take the profession of their parents just because they chose their parents as their role models. There could be some professions where the parents are all in the same field. An example, both mom and dad is a doctor or are lawyers. So the children get to also portray such traits. There's been instances I realized that little children, particularly toddlers, enjoy dancing if they see their mothers when music is being played around. It's very, very true. Exactly, I remember when I was a child, my parents had a music night where we all danced. It's a competition to know the best dancer, and it was their way of bonding us. I will be very honest that I can't pick between my parents because they are all my favorite. Let's move on, please. Please, let's pay attention to our words, know them very well, be fast to notice any changes and encourage them. Learn more about children and get to know how to deal with them during their early stages in life. Please, bonding doesn't mean let go of discipline. Make them know that you love them, but they will get it when they misbehave. When I say they will get it when they misbehave, I mean they will get the lashes, they will get a scolding, they will get a punishment when they misbehave. Don't over pamper them in all the name of bonding. Some people or parents over pamper their child and forget to discipline them when they are wrong. Bonding with adolescents is the difficult one. To deal with an adolescent, you will have to become one. But make sure you have a parent ranking in you being adolescent. They may try to rub shoulders with you when you climb down to their level or in the name of bonding, but beware. Let one foot be in the adolescent stage whilst the other at the parent stage to maintain respect between you and your ward. Another question came in here. What happens to those who lack such education or who don't know much about this bonding? Is there any possibility that when they give birth to them, they can still have that strong bond? My answer to this question is this. You can't practice something you don't know. But some people learn from their experiences during childhood, what they are expecting that they didn't get, and how they thought will be best for them and never had, and use their experiences as their education or knowledge to help them bond with their children. Such education are in movies as well. Also, it is now our responsibility to share your gained knowledge to others for us all to develop. Please do tap on the share button and share the link to others so that they can also get to acquire such knowledge from here. Another question also came in saying, please, are there any effects when parents don't have such bond with their children? My answer to that is yes, please. Children neglect their parents in their old age when they do not bond with them. They also become wayward because if you are closer to your child, you will know their movements, encourage them, and lead them through a good path. As a result of their wayward lives, they just not become a problem to you, the parent, but to the community, the district, and the nation as a whole. Affection meant for fathers and mothers are only received by the mothers. Lastly, during Father's Day, they won't get wishes. There's another question that also came in. Some parents refuse to bond with their children to the extent that they are not in talking terms themselves. You won't see them calling each other. The question is in two forms, and the first one says, how can such parents bond with their children? Secondly, will it be a difficult thing bonding with your children? My answer to this is yes, please. It is going to be difficult, especially for African parents. Just like offending your parents or someone above your status, you apologize and try to do your best to regain back what existed before. It is the same with bonding. Let your child or children know that you fell short on their side. Ask for their forgiveness and try to occupy that space. It is difficult for most African parents because their pride will be hurt to apologize to their child. As long as we are humans, we can't be perfect in dealing with relations, but let's try our best in order not to result in such manner where parents and children are not in talking terms. Thank you all for being with us on this program, which we term as Parent-Child Bond. This is a teaching and discussion brought about by Ms Doro and an initiative of Outdoor Talking Lifestyle from Awesome Entertainment. I was your anchor here. My name is Julius Parixdake. You can follow Outdoor Talking Lifestyle by following Awesome Entertainment on all social media platforms, especially Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow me myself on Instagram at Jew_Pyrex. There's a link in the description which you can tap on, which will lead you to the Outdoor Talking Lifestyle WhatsApp platform. Thank you so much for staying with here. Please do tap on the notification button and subscribe. Remember to like this video.